What's up, guys? Welcome to another Somatic Healing workout video. My name is Coach B, and today we are on to a new series. We're starting a series called Your Permission, where we give ourselves permission to feel certain sensations that we usually don't allow ourselves to feel. In today's class, we're going to give ourselves permission to feel safe in our bodies again by restoring balance back into our pelvic floor and our shoulders and chest. For today's exercise, you'll just need your body weights and maybe some tea to drink, because we do like to take tea breaks around here so we can restore and replenish our organs as we are working our muscles. That's all. So be sure to like and comment how you feel after this workout video, okay? So we're gonna get started in a seated position, cross leg position that is. Our left leg is over our right. We're gonna come to some stillness, relaxing our thighs, straightening up our spine, fingertips on your thighs. Relaxing your shoulders, making sure they're away from your ears. Rooting into your hips. Tuning into your breath. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your face. And we'll bring our fingertips to the floor by our sides, sitting up tall. We'll bring our chin to chest. And then slowly roll your right ear over to your right shoulder, feeling the stretch in the left side of your neck, keeping your shoulder blades away from your ears. Relaxing that jaw. For 3, 2, 1. Let's gently roll our chin over to our chest and then bring our left ear to our left shoulder, stretching out the right side of our neck now. Drawing a breath into your belly as you relax your hips. And exhale to let go. Let's go ahead and bring our chin back to our chest and roll our chin back up. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, let's drop them over to the left-hand side. Let's drop our left hand down and our right hand comes behind our head. Pressing into your left hand, relaxing both of your thighs, gazing up at the ceiling. I want you to draw a breath in as you bring your elbow to your knee. And exhale to gently open back up. Inhale, right elbow to left knee. Exhale, open back up. You're drawing your attention to your right rib cage here. allowing it to carry your arms open and closed. Let's do one more inhale, elbow to knee. And exhale, open. Let's reach our right arm back over our head. Chin coming to pit. Breath in. And exhale, come back up. This time, let's reach our left arm up. Inhale. And then exhale, lean over to the right. Pressing into that right hand. Go ahead and place your left hand behind your head. Holding here for a moment. And then inhale as you draw your left elbow to your right knee. And exhale, open. 3 more. Inhale, elbow to knee, but focusing on our rib cage. Exhale, open. I want you to keep pressing your right hand into the ground, keeping your shoulder away from your ears. Let's do one more. Inhale, elbow to knee. And exhale, open. All right, extend that left arm. Draw breath in. And exhale, press back up. All right, take a moment to take it in. We're going to slow it down a bit. So let's bring our feet on flat onto the mat. Let's sit up tall. Let's make sure that our ankles are 3/4 away from our knees. Let's sit up confident. Extend our arms, dropping our shoulders, belly button in towards spine. Chin is down. And we're going to draw breath in. And then exhale as we round our spine back, making a C curve. And then inhale to come back up. Exhale to round back. Let's do 3 more. Pressing into your feet and keeping your rib cage down towards your hips. Last one. Inhale to roll back. Exhale to come back up. Let's extend our legs and extend our arms up towards the ceiling, reaching up. And then let's bring our hands down towards the mat, bringing our chest towards our toes while flexing our feet. Gently pressing our legs down into the mat, lengthening our spine. Draw breath in and out. Let's slowly roll back up, cross our legs, and we're going to lean forward, placing our hands onto the mat to come on all fours. All right, we're going to make sure that our wrists are in line with our shoulders, and our knee and our hips are in one line as well. We're going to gently press into the mat as we draw our belly button in towards our spine. Relaxing our gaze, rooting into that left leg, extending your right leg back, extending your left arm forward. And we're going to bring our elbow to knee, curl, and then press up, lifting, using our glutes to lift us back up, and then gently bring your elbow to knee again. Inhale, and exhale, press up. 2 more times. Inhale, press away, and exhale up. Really try to engage your glutes and your upper back here. This is our last one. Arm is extended out, leg is extended out. Let's gently bring our hand to our foot. So you're bending your right leg, bringing your left hand to your right foot, pressing away from the mat. Hold for a moment here. Lift your chest. Draw a breath in and out. Let's extend back out. Let's do that 2 more times. Bring your hand back towards your foot. Hold it. Core is engaged. Gently pushing away from the mat, lifting your chest. Inhale, squeezing that butt. And exhale. Extend both arm and legs. Last time. Hand to foot. Holding. And release. Bring your left hand back down and let's tuck our right toes into the mat, gently pressing both hands away from the mat now. Let's take a moment to pause to make sure that we're centered, we feel grounded, our knee and our hip are in one line. All right, draw a breath in. And then exhale, lift your left knee and your hips. And then draw them back down towards the mat as you inhale. Exhale, knee comes up. Inhale, knee comes down. 3 more times. Pressing yourself away from the mat, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Last one. All right, let's extend our left leg and come into a down dog. Take a moment to pause here. Making sure your heel is down towards the mat. You're pressing your hands into the mat. Extending your elbows. Broadening your armpits. Gazing at your knees. Chest is towards your thighs. Moment to pause. Draw a breath in as you look up. And then exhale, step your hands and feet close together. And then walk your feet out towards the sides of the mat. So your feet are wide and they're pointing at a 45-degree angle. We're going to gently roll back up to standing. Keeping our core engaged. Let's find more ground. So I want you guys to focus on feeling stable. So if you need to bring your feet in some, that's great. We want to make sure that we feel balanced on both sides of our hips. Okay. So take a moment to feel this out. Okay. Now we're going to get a little squeeze of our glutes and our inner thighs as we bend our knees and send our hips a little lower. We're going to reach our arms up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to bend our right elbow and reach our right hand back. Our gaze follows our hand, pressing into our heels, pressing into our glutes. And then we're going to reach that right arm back forward. Let's do that one more time, syncing your breath with your movement, finding a comfortable breath for you. Making sure to pause to feel that muscle engagement. And then bring it back forward. Let's do the left side now, leading with the elbow, drawing your hand back, keeping your shoulders dropped. Pause, and then bring it forward. And you're still pressing into your heels, squeezing your glutes and your inner thighs. Keep going. One more. Don't forget that breath. All right, both arms are back up. We're going to gently pulse here for 4, 3. Squeeze that butt. Squeeze those inner thighs. Feel your heels. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Slowly come up. Bring our feet in. And then we're going to place our hands behind our head. We're going to place the weight into our left leg, drawing our core in. We're going to extend our right leg out. Slight bend in your left knee, making sure that your ankle and your knee feel aligned and your left elbow is open. Keep her open. So really engage your upper back muscles and you're standing tall, chin down. All right, we locked in. Everybody ready? Let's go ahead and lift up that right leg using our glutes and then bring it down towards the mat for 4. Exhale up. Inhale down. 3. 2. And 1. Now we're going to bend our right knee and bring our left elbow to our knee and open. Really pressing into that left leg to keep you stable. Squeezing both glutes, squeezing your core. Using your breath. Last one. And extend that right leg again. We're going to pulse it out for 4. Pulse. 3. Pressing into that left leg. 2. Core is engaged. And 1. Bring that right leg back to center. Release your arms. We're going to take a moment to pause here. Feel the difference in your legs. And then we're going to slowly roll our spine, our arms down, all the way down towards the mat, and come back onto all 4s. Feel free to take a tea break here if you need to. We want to be intentional. We want to be gentle and mindful. That's how we build real, lasting strength and create transformation. So we're back on all fours. Take a moment to feel this out. And this time we're rooting into our right knee, and we'll extend our left leg and then extend our right arm. Lift them both up, squeeze that glute, squeeze that upper back. And then we're bending elbow and knee, bringing them together, pressing into that left hand. And then we'll extend arm and leg. Keep going. Using our core, using your breath. Two more. Last one. Arm and leg are extended again. We're going to draw our hand to our foot, so bend that left leg. Right hand comes to the top, lifting our chest, engaging our glute, dropping those shoulders, pressing into that left hand. Inhale and exhale to release. Two more. Hand to foot. And exhale to release. Last one. And exhale to release. All right, let's bring our right hand down and tuck the left toes. Take a moment to find your center. So knee and hip are in one line. Hands are shoulder width apart and pressed away from you gently. All right, belly is in towards spine. Glute is engaged. And we're going to lift that right knee and our hip and bring it back down towards the mat. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, knee to mat. Two more. Last one. Press away. Awesome. Knee comes down. Let's extend that leg out into a down dog. And we're pausing again. Making sure we feel grounded, giving ourselves permission to feel safe. It's okay to take breaks. All right, let's look up and walk our hands towards our feet. And this time we're going to roll back up to standing. All right, and let's make sure our feet are hip width distance apart. And let's bring our hands behind our head, rooting into that right leg this time. Ankle and knee are in line. Gentle squeeze of your glute. Belly button is in towards spine. Elbows are wide. Upper back is engaged. Extend that left foot out long. And we're going to squeeze that left glute, lift up that left leg, and then softly bring it down towards the mat. Exhale to draw it up. Inhale to bring it down. Last one. Exhale up. Inhale down. All right. Let's bring elbow to knee. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. And extend. Pressing into that right foot. Using our glutes, our upper back, our core, our breath. Last one. And then we're going to hold that right leg out. And we're pulsing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left leg back in. Take a moment to take it in. Let it feel good. All right. Let's press our legs together and slowly bring our hips down towards the mat. And then let's roll onto our left side body. We're going to bring our left hand towards the back of our head. Our knees are at a 45-degree angle and stacked. So are our hips. Our palms are down on the mat. And we're pressing our hips forward, drawing our belly button in. So you're sucking it in. Relaxing your chin. Take a moment to pause here. And then we're going to open and lift our knees, squeezing our glutes, and then closing them up and bringing them down. Open up. Feet are lifted as well. And close. For 3. Pressing our hands gently into the mat. 2. And 1. Leave it open. And we're going to close our legs. So your feet are up. And we're opening up that right knee. But your feet are together. We're squeezing our glutes, squeezing our inner thighs. Last one, open. Draw your heels together, but separate your feet. Squeeze your butt cheeks as you hold here. And then we're going to pulse that right knee out using your glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Let's close our knees and relax our feet down towards the mat. And then we're going to extend our right leg out. Place our hand down onto the mat. So now our shoulder and elbow are in line and our forearm is down on the mat. Our leg is extended. We're lifting from our left side obliques. We're going to lift up that right leg. Toes are pointed. We're going to draw it forward and flex our foot and bring it back. Using our core to help us and our glute. Last one. Forward and back. Let's flex the foot and let's bring our heel towards our glute and then extend, pointing the toe. Flex, heel towards glute, extend, point toe. 2, and 1. Toe is pointed. We're going to draw 2 circles, baby circles with our toes, going one way and 2 going the other way. Drop that right leg down. Let's press into our hands, twisting and lifting our chest. All right, let's come out of the stretch and gently make our way to the other side. So onto our right side body this time. Placing our right hand behind our head. Hips are stacked, knees are stacked, ankles are stacked, and feet are flexed. Left palm is down on the mat. You're facing forward, and your pelvis is pressed forward. Belly button is in. All right. We're going to lift up our left knee and both of our feet, separating our knees, and then bringing our feet down and knees back together. Keep it up. Inhale. And exhale to draw it close. Squeezing that butt cheeks. Last one. Bring it back open. We're going to hold for a moment. And then we're going to close our knees, but keep our feet up and open. Close. Squeezing that butt and open. Last one. Let's bring our heels together. Separate your feet. Hold for a moment. And then we're going to gently press our left knee back, squeezing both of our butt cheeks. For 3, 2, 1. All right. Bring it down. Take a moment to pause here. And then we're going to extend our left leg. Come on to our right forearm. Elbow and shoulder are aligned. Lifting from our right obliques. Lift that left leg up. And then we're going to draw it forward and flex it as we bring it back. Point the toe, draw it forward. Flex and bring it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale back. It's your last one. All right, foot is flexed now. And this time we're going to bring our heel towards our glutes, squeezing our butt cheeks to release. And then we're going to point the toe, extend the leg. Bring that heel towards your glute as you inhale and push into that right side arm. And exhale, extend. Last one. All right, toe is pointed and extended. We're going to draw 2 small circles going one way, even if your leg is shaking. And then 2 small circles going the other way. Drop that leg. Press into both of your palms to extend your arms, lifting your chest, but keeping your chin down. Inhale. And exhale to release. All right, let's press up. And let's turn over onto all fours again. Find your alignment. You know your wrists and shoulders are in line. And this time we're going to put our thighs together, but try to keep your knee and hip in one line as well. Belly is drawn in. Head is in a neutral position and your face is relaxed. We're going to hold this for a moment. And then we're going to bend our elbows and give me 4 push-ups. Make sure you're using your upper back. Last one. Press up. And let's draw our chest all the way down towards the mat. And then we're going to bend our elbows. Make sure they're aligned. We're going to lift our chest. Lift our arms. Lift our legs by squeezing our glutes. Hold this for a moment. Bring your elbows in close to your body as you're lifting, but keeping your hips pressed into the mat. Breath in and exhale to release. Let's extend our arms and clasp them together behind you. Inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. And exhale. Go ahead and release. And press ourselves up. We're going to come into a pigeon pose, starting with our left leg. So we're going to bring our left knee towards our left wrist, turning our foot towards the right side though. Take a moment to find balance, so a square in your hips. And then we're going to extend that right leg back, bringing our hips lower. Drawing our shoulders away from our ears as we press into the mat. Tuning into our breath, really relaxing everything, relaxing our face. Let's press into the mat. to lift up our hips. And we'll do the right side now. So right knee goes to right wrist. And we are going to close out that left hip. Make sure that we're squared though. And when you feel squared, you'll walk your left foot back. Hips can come a little lower. Shoulders away from ears. Make sure you're not straining anywhere. Relaxing that chin down. Not pushing too hard on your hips, but gently pressing into your palms. Let's go ahead and push ourselves up and out. And let's make our way onto our bum. We'll extend our legs out long in front of us. Okay, sitting up tall. We'll inhale, reach our arms up towards the sky, lifting. And then exhale, palms down towards the mat. This time you can bring your hands onto your legs, pulling your chest forward, flexing your feet, bringing your legs in close together too, so pressing them together. Take a breath in and exhale out. All right, slowly roll your chin towards your chest, and as you roll back up, let us turn so we're towards the long ways of the mat now. Doing lots of turning. So our palms are down on the mat. We're on our fours. We're going to extend our knees, so separate them. And make sure that our ankle are in line with both of our knees. Now, if this is uncomfortable, I want you to pause the video and go get you some towels to place underneath your knees for more comfort, and maybe a block for behind your butt. Okay? All right, so we're going to make sure that we're first aligned up top. So wrists and shoulders are aligned, and then tuck your pelvis in forward as you send your hips lower. So hips towards heels. We're just going to go back and forth, being gentle, keeping our range of motion small. All right, come forward. And then I want you to come down, if you can, onto your forearms to get a little lower, but keeping your shoulders away from your ears. If you need to separate your knees just a little bit, you can, or bring them in, whatever, just find comfort here. And then we're going to bring our hips back. And what we're going to do here is we're going to gently tuck our tailbone in. So press your pelvis forward and then gently arch. Still keep the range of motion small. Exhale to tuck. Inhale to arch. Find your last one. Exhale as you tuck. Inhale to arch. All right, let's bring our pelvis in some, so neutral spine. Bring it back a little bit more towards the back, towards our heels. Relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our face. Not holding on to the breath, but try to let go here. And let's gently press ourselves forward and then press into our hands. And then slowly bring your knees in one at a time. Ooh. Let's come up for a moment. Feel this out. We really did a deep hip opener. So you can turn back to the front of your mat. We're going to sit on our heels for a moment. Tuck your pelvis forward. If this is uncomfortable, you have the choice to put a block underneath your bum. Take a moment here. Then let's place our left elbow underneath our right elbow, coming into an eagle arms. Elbows are pushing away from you, really broadening from your upper back. Sitting tall. Breath in and out. Relax that face. Go ahead and come out. Let's do the other side. So right elbow is underneath left elbow. Interlocking your arms. Pressing your elbows away from you. Shoulders away from your ears. Spine long. No arching of your back. Take a breath in. And exhale to relax. Gently come out of the stretch. All right. We're going to come onto the soles of our feet. So tuck your toes and press into your hands to lift your knees. And we're lifting our heels. We're going to stretch our feet. So feel free to adjust your toes, making sure that they're all flat on the mat. Keeping your pelvis tucked in. Your spine is long. All right, let's go ahead and drop our knees back down towards the mat. Untuck our toes. Bring our feet over to the right side as we come onto our bum. And then rolling all the way down towards the mat. All right, let's bring both of our knees in towards our chest. We're going to extend both of our arms out long and then bring both of our knees over to the right side of the mat. If it's comfortable to scoot your hips over to the left some, that's good to make sure that you're aligned. You can bring your right hand to your thighs and turn your gaze over to the left side. Really separating your shoulders away from your hips. And your shoulders away from your ears. Draw that breath in and out. Let's release by bringing our knees back up. And then we're going to scoot our hips over to the right and then bring our knees over to the left. All right, turn your gaze to the right side of the mat. Keeping your chin down, shoulders away from hips. Relaxing that face. All right, let's release. Bring your knees back in towards your chest. Take a breath in as you bring your chin up. Make one big ball. And exhale as you release. Extend your legs down towards the mat. And your hands over your head. Arms towards ears. The shoulders away from ears. And we're just going to take a moment to take in our workout. Relaxing our body. All right, let's slowly wiggle our fingers and our toes. Slowly draw your knees up. And we're going to roll onto our right side body and press into our hands to come up to a seat. Cross leg position. We're going to inhale as we draw our hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale as we bring our palms down, all the way down to our pelvis. We're going to pause right here and say, may you feel safe. May you feel grounded. May you feel protected and supported. Give yourself a bow for showing up today. Namaste. You guys did a great job. Be sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching one of my videos. And hit the like button if you enjoyed this workout. And let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling after completing each exercise. And if you are a woman in your 30s and you're looking to lose 20 to 30 pounds and restore balance back into your pelvic floor and shoulders, leaving you feeling more confident and sexy, I would like for you to join my Somatic Healing Mentorship. I'll leave a link in the description with more information. And I'm looking forward to you booking a call so I can learn more about your goals and see if working together is a good fit. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So have a good one. Bye.